Hey, everybody. Can you hear me? Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Wendy. Hey, Stephanie. Hi, Wendy. I'm going to show you some of the ones that I've made already. And let me know which one you guys think. I'm going to show you 3 stitches. Okay. Here's one right here. Hey, Barbie. Okay, so you can see this stitch. We got, this one is another stitch. I want you guys to see the difference. See, they're different. Hold on. I'm pulling it up so you can see. And my third one, where's my third one? This is the third stitch. You see how different they all are? They're totally different. So I'm changing them all up. But this one was done with the square rectangle. And now I'm going to show how to do them just as a joined circle. Okay. I think Mother Teresa was trying to learn how to do that magic circle. I don't know the correct way of doing it, but I do know the easy way of doing it. You like the brown and the orange the best. Oh, so you like these 2 stitches better than the yellow? Yeah, and those were actually the easiest ones. Okay, the magic circle is just done like this. You put it as if you're going to do a circle. Bring it underneath here like this, and you pull it up here like this. Just hold this and make one chain. Now you got, believe it or not, this is a circle. So now it's asking me for, let me see how many. 10 times. Okay, so it's asking me for 10 half double crochets. So I'm going to do that. Thank you, Stephanie. So I'm going to do that into the magic circle. So there's a circle. So I'm making 10 of them. These are half double crochets. So it's pull the loop over, pull it through, and pull them all the way through. So you got 3 in the hook, and you pull it all the way through, half double crochets. So that is number 2. Three. The first row is the worst. 4. 5. Let me get some more. Let me pull this yarn out. Hey, Stephen. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Remember the first one we did as squares. This one we're doing in a circular manner. 9 and 10. So once you got 10 of them into this circle, all you have to do is pull this. And that's why they call it the magic circle. You pull it and you see, you don't want to see a hole in it, so you just tighten it as much as you can. Once you pull tight, it won't open again. So I'm going to join it to the very first half double crochet. This is how you join by rows. You have this loose here, you put it into the first V stitch, pull up a loop, pull it all the way through, and you're joined. So now it's telling me that I need to do 2 in each double crochet. So it's a half double crochet. So you're going to chain stitch 1 to go up a row. That's it. That's all you need is 1. So you go into the first hole and you do 2. That's it. Then you go into, so the first one we have 10. The second row we're going to have 20 because we're doing 2. Always in the beginning count it and make sure you have the same amount that they want you to have. But here is where you could put the first marker if you really need to do it. I don't think we need it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you mess up here and you're missing just one stitch, one half double crochet or something, you don't have to take the whole thing apart. Add it anywhere, as long as the count is the same. Hey, secret treasures, nobody will ever know if you just add it, because it's terrible to have to take everything out again. Okay, I'm sure you see this is showing up again. That's why you got to make sure it's tight. You don't want any holes in it. Okay, so I'm hoping this is the right count, but we'll see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So we're going to attach it the same way we did the other one. Pull it all the way through. Chain 1 up. And here we're tightening this again. It should stay. See, you want it to look like that. So we're here into row 3. And what is row 3 saying? Chain 1 half the same. Okay. Row 3 is saying 1 half double crochet in the first hole, 2 in the next one. And then 1 again here. You don't have to use this. I mostly use this, the stitch marker when it's a triangle. So there's 1 and 2. And this one I think is going to be a medium one. I'm not making them all. Wait, yeah, okay. I'm not making them all really big. I just want to show you guys how when you finish the bottom, how cool it looks when you're doing it on top. 1, 2. Okay, so we finished with that one, and now we're going to do 2. You can always go back if you lose count. I'll show you. If you see, you can see that this one has 1, and this one has 2. This one has 2. This one has 1. So you go back if you leave it and say, okay, this one had 2, so this one needs 1. And this is how you grow your rows. 1, 2. So we're already on row 3. And I think we have to grow it 1 more row before we can start doing the pumpkin itself. Hold up, 1 and 1, 2. Okay. So what is row 4 asking for? Okay, that's it for the bottom, according to the instructions. So look, here you see this is the triangle. So it's all one thing. When you do it this way, which is the circle, you have a bottom and then you have the sides. See the difference? The bottom and the sides. So we finished here with the bottom. And we're going to start working on our first side. Okay, so for the sides, every time you go up, you're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Then you're going to work in the same hole that you started. You're going to start doing, this is where it gets confusing. But once you get into the rhythm of it, it's really easier, or not easier, it goes faster than the square ones, the ones that you do as a triangle. Okay, so let me see what it says. Add up chain 2 into the same stitch as your continue around. Okay, so this is exactly what you do for this one. You pull it through, only leaving 2 loops on the hook, and you don't finish it. So you're going to skip the next stitch and you go into the 3rd stitch, and you're not finishing anything. You're going like this, just picking up the loop and pulling it up. So you're going to have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here, and you pull through all 6. See, and you chain 1. I know it sounds confusing, but it's so much faster than doing it the other way. Look how fast it can go. Watch. So now we did this here, but remember we want it to look like a V. So this is part of the V. So we're going to go back into the same hole. We have 3, we're going to pull through 2, and we're going to have 2 left. Then we're going to skip the next one, and we're going to start part 2 of the next V. So we just want to make sure we have 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops, and we pull it all through 6. And we chain 1, so we keep it tight. See the V here? So at the end of the rows, you're going to see V's on every single stitch underneath is going to have a V. Watch. You keep 2, then you skip 1 and go to the next one. And you make sure you have 6 on the hook. And then you pull through all 6 and you chain 1. So that's half the V. So you're going to do the same thing here. You pull 2, that makes the V right there. And then you go to this, you skip 1, go to the second one. Make sure you got 6 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull through and chain 1. Half the V. You got 2. Skip 1, go to the next one. You're going to make sure you have 6 on the hook. And you pull through all 6. And chain 1. Hey, Virgie, how are you? Okay, I'm going to try to go fast so you can see the next row, how it's going to look like. Let me see. I actually prefer this one over the other stitches because it goes faster. Oops, almost messed that one up. You got to do it in the same hole. If you look back and you see one that's not all V's, that means you messed up and you got to take it apart. So it's better to go slower and get it right than having to redo something. Skip 1. Okay. So we're going to make sure we got 6 here. We're going to keep 2 and go to the next one. 1, 2. Okay, here we go. 6 now. And chain 1. Oops, got to go back into the same one. Make sure it looks like a V. It's just getting used to it. If you don't if you do it and then you stop for a few weeks, you got to go back and read the instructions again on these. And when I first read it, I was like, what is this? And it finally hit me that how easy it was. But we're almost done with this row. Here's the last one. So we got, oh wait, I did something wrong. We got 5. Okay, so let's see why we got 5. We go 1, 2, now we got 6. I missed a loop. Okay, now this is the last one. We only did half a V, so we're gonna finish it with this one, the beginning of it. So we're gonna try to put it into this same hole, which is gonna be highly impossible. Only the first one, there we go. And we're gonna bring it up 6 times. So we got 6, we pull it through, chain 1, and we're gonna attach it here. Now here's the trick. These are all V's. I think white was a bad choice. You can see the V's everywhere, right? V. So here's a V right here. So I want to work off of this. So every time you end a row, you just got to do it here. So it would look cleaner. So you're going to chain 2 to start the next row. Now the V's are going to be easier. You keep 2, and then you're going to go look for your next V, which is right here. So your next stitch is going to be in this inside this V, and you're going to do the looking for the 6 here, pulling through, and chain 1. Look for the next V, and then hold on a second. That one didn't work out. Okay, here's the 2. Okay, and then here you're gonna keep doing rows up high until you decide yourself how tall you want your pumpkin to be. You don't want to make them really tall. Here's one that I did with this freaking color. I don't know what color this is, but I just found it so strange that I wanted to try it. And I actually like it. And this one too. Okay, see, it depends how high you want to make it, how many rows you go up. If you want to make short pumpkins, you don't have to do that many rows. Hold up. We're going to make 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got them all. Pull through and chain 1. You do it one time. You have 2 left over. Go for your next V and get yourself 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're pulling through. And you're going back into that one and hold 2. There you go to your next one. 6. Have you ever had chicken? Yes, I love it. It's like one of my favorite. Okay. And I'm making these big ones, but I made a whole bunch of small ones. But some of the big ones are for work. but it does go faster when you're doing it in the round. And I want you guys to see how nice it looks when you're done. No, these are not for the tree. These are too big for that. Thank you, Stephen. These are too big for under the tree. I mean, to hang on the tree. Hold on, look at the difference. I'm going to show you real quick. Okay. Just so you can have a comparison. Can you see both? Let me see if it shows. See the difference in size? This is the one for the tree. These are going to be the ones hanging on the tree, but these are big ones that I'm just going to put around. Now you see it. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you have nothing to compare it in size. But these are just for decoration. And this one's not going to be as big as those, but it's still too big for the tree. Stuffed peppers with, I never heard, what is that rice? Okay. Oh, we're already at the end of this row. So now we're going to finish. Here's the beginning of the row. So we're going to finish the last one there. And we're going to have 6. Pull through. One chain and connect. See how it's taking the shape now? You can, I don't even cut these. I put them in there and I just stuff it. And then I'm going to bring this to the back. It doesn't tell you to. I just like to do it myself. Hold on. I just think it comes out neater that way, but it doesn't tell you to, so you don't really have to. So I'm going to chain 2 and go up to the second, to the third, actually. 1, 2, and I'm going to find the V, which is right there in the middle. And that's where I'm going to begin. The first row is just half a V in the beginning, if you've noticed. And it ends with the final V going into the first row. So you're going in here and you're going to find the 6 loops. Chain 1. Then we're going to do 2 and we're going to go to the next one. And we're going to loop it till we get 6 of them. Chain 1. We're going to keep 2, go to the next one. Look for the V. We're going to make sure we have 6. Oh, so many people made those face masks. I don't have sewing things. But they made a killing on it. They sure did sell a lot of those. I want to show you guys how it ends. Okay. I don't wear them either. I bought so many of them and I don't wear them. I don't see anybody wearing them here anyways, so. Well, actually, I did see somebody wearing it today, riding a bike. I was like, what? It's hot enough outside. without having to wear a face mask. And riding a bike, even worse. Okay. We are almost at the end of the third one. 3, 6. Pull it through. Where's the ending? See, if you don't put a marker, you get lost. But I already have I can see the difference. It's right here, the beginning. So I guess if you get used to it, you don't need the marker when it's working in the round. Where did I put the, let me see if I have the, oh yeah, I do have it, okay. I just want to work this out so you guys can see it through the end. Now this is the end. Oh no, we got one more to go before we even go to the end. Okay, here's the end. So we're going to work the last one in here, which is the 6. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to attach it to the beginning. Now, do I need another row? Yes, because then we have to close it. It would be too short. You don't want it to have a little small, you don't want it that short. Now here's why, see how it ends like this? This is why I just like to put it through the back and go through the middle where the loop is, where the hole is supposed to be, and just pull it through. So it could show up right in the middle. That's the only reason I do that. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with the 2 like we did last time. And then we're going to go here. We're going to do it 6 times. Now we just finished the V on that row, on that stitch. And here we go again. See how it goes faster once you get the rows up higher? The beginning is the worst part. Always make sure you have 6. If you don't, just unravel that part. I didn't even take my 4th vaccine. I think it was it 4th booster? I went up to number 3 and I stopped. Okay. It's going around fast. This will be my last row. Going through here. Whoops, there's the V. Okay, let me see. Yeah, this is going to be high enough. this out. Where is the ending? The ending is right here. Okay. And now we're going to go to the last one, which is right here. We're going to do the 6 and the chain 1. So we are doing it. I don't know. I think this is good enough. So let me get the scissors. Where did I put my scissors now? I just had it in my hand. This happens all the time. Here it is. Hold it. Okay. So I'm going to cut enough. Oh no, I'm not cutting it yet. Thank God I didn't cut it. Okay, so this is the last row we did. Now you're gonna chain 1 and you're gonna decrease with single crochet. So here's how you decrease. See the V's up here? All these V's? You take 2 at a time. You go like this into the first one, like this into the second one, and you single crochet together. So I'm going to put this stitch counter here. Okay. Now you're going to go here again. You're going to collect 2 at a time, and you're going to do a single crochet all the way around. So you can finish the top row. Let me see. This is just going to tighten the top so you can stuff it and nothing comes out of it. Okay. And this is exactly how you close it off with every single thing you do in the round. So you go 1, 2. That's why you have to keep cutting your nails to do these, because it's a pain in the neck with long nails. Sometimes if you crochet them too tight, you can't get into it. There you go. Ugh, let me do that again. Threading is hard. I'm glad my close-up vision is good. It's my far. I can't really see that well, but I can see everything close up. Okay. We're almost there. Ooh, this gets so hard sometimes. That's why it's important to try to not tighten it that much. This doesn't, okay, it doesn't matter because we're gonna tighten all this up. So you could just do this and that's it. See? Okay, let me get the stuffing. Where is it? It's right here. Hold up. So you stuff it as much as you want. I always pull this up so I won't lose it. Make sure it goes all the way in. You don't want it coming out. I stuff it a little more. Okay. Now I'm going to cut off about 16 inches, 12 to 16 inches. Let me thread this. Let me put this through here first before I even thread it. And I'm going to close it. Now we're going to thread this. Okay, so we're done here with this pumpkin. See, it's not really that tall. You don't want them looking. You use patterns right from, yeah, I get most of them from IG. Thank you, Bella. Okay. So here's the V's all the way around. You just put the needle in through the very front of it and you work your way around it. Okay, so I'm going to put this here just so I know where I started with the V. Okay, and I don't even have to close it. I'm just putting it all the way around. Right in between the V right there. Once you start doing them, you don't have to look back at the pattern. But I give those pattern makers credit. They're really good at it. Okay, I'm going to pull this out of here. I'm going to put one more in here. And what this does is you start to pull it. See? So it pulls it together. Now you can either pull it shut all the way, which I don't, and I'll tell you why. Let me grab this real quick. I don't like to pull it shut all the way because I like to, some people just close this really tight and then they just glue this to the top like this. I like it inside and then I'll glue it. I don't like it from the top. I think by the time you mail it somewhere, it's just going to fall off. So I leave enough space where I think that's enough for the, but you can't let it loose either, because if you leave it like this, by the time you go to finish it, this is loose. So you got to put the needle in and just hide it through here, go in and out a few of the things here. And then you got to make sure to come back, because if you don't, it'll open up. Once you do this, it's secure forever. See, so I left a little hole here, which I will glue this in and add something to it. And in here, I just hide it. You pull it out wherever you want. It doesn't matter where. And I cut it. So it really doesn't matter where you pull it out. So you just want to hide it that way. So you glue this on and look, let me show you what I got from Hobby Lobby, which I thought was amazing. Are these bows. You don't have to use them on all of them, but you can if you want to. And you glue it on. Fix up the bows. And you glue it on. And I love that stitch. See how pretty it came out? Is that the sharp needle I would put? Oh yeah, but it's a big needle. It's not small. Hey, Mia's mommy, thank you. So that's it. You glue it like that and you have another one. I mean, I go back and forth. Thank you, Stephanie. I go back and forth between that stitch, this stitch, which is actually very, very easy. But I just like, I don't know, I guess it's a preference, or this one here, which is totally different. Hold on, I'm going to take this off because it's a totally different stitch. But it's a preference. I just like to do all different kinds. But I thought I'd share this one with you. I think this is probably my favorite stitch for now. Jessica, you should pick it up at some time. Try it. You might be surprised. You might like it. I think next week I'm going to work on a hanging basket that you could just nail to a wall. I saw a pattern for it, and I know it has nothing to do with Halloween or Thanksgiving, but it's a nice touch. Have a wonderful day, Mia's mommy. Thank you guys for coming, and see you next time. Maybe during the week if I have time, I'll work on it, but I want to show you guys the hanging basket. I think everybody's going to love that one. Thank you guys for coming. See you guys around later.